Writers, it's Friday, April 22nd, although for me it's actually Tuesday, April 19th, because I'm recording this early, because I will be in Tampa on Lighting is Changing on Friday. So 3 weeks ago I read Pride and Prejudice. Although you guys know my opinion on Jane Austen, I'm pretty sure I know all your opinions on Jane Austen, so I'm just going to skip that part of this. But last week I read, or the week before last week I guess, I read Charles and Emma, Darwin's Good Faith, and it's about Darwin's relationship with his wife, and she was a devout Christian, and obviously he was not popular among Christianity during that time, and also still not during this time. He's still a heretic in their view. But the really cool thing about them, though, was that Emma was not okay with evolution, but she was very okay with him, and she was very supportive of him, even though they didn't believe in the same thing. And also, he was supportive of her in Christianity, even though he didn't believe in it. I also read this book because it has a bajillion or 3 awards, and also the YA awards. I was wondering how a non-fiction biography could be YA or target or a certain demographic, even though even the ages of the people in the book aren't YA range. It's their entire life. It was written in a very fluid way, not like a lot of other biographies. So maybe it's just type of writing in it, which is kind of derogatory, I think, towards teenagers, but I guess that's it. I did enjoy it. It was a really quick read, and it was a really good read, and I would recommend it if you like biographies, or if you're interested in science or religion. I'm not interested in either of those, but I still enjoyed it. So last Friday, I actually got a package from New York, and it was the name of the story. Marian Johnson sent me an ARC, because last Ask Your Books I donated 250 books. The prize for that was an ARC of the, I call them ARCs, but I don't know if there's ARCs or ARCs, but I've never heard anyone else say it, but I've seen it in writing, so I'm hoping it's called an ARC, because that's what I call it. So, I won an ARC of the last little blue envelope, but it didn't come out until late, and there were all these problems, so I just asked if I could wait until the end of the store, and I got it, and that's really exciting. And I actually read it all Friday and Saturday, and it's not a typical Marian Johnson book. A lot of the books I find are character-centric. They really focus on the main character, and they're usually books about like self-discovery and growing older and things like that. But this one was more plot-centric, which it kind of needs to be because it's a mystery book. I don't know how much I can say without being all spoilery, but it is about a Louisiana teenager who goes to London for a year and she's in high school. And when she goes to London, somebody starts mimicking the Jack the Ripper crimes. The main character, called Rory, gets involved in trying to catch the killer. And it sounds like a pretty small book, but I read it within a day and in a little over 12 hours. It was definitely difficult to put it down. But one of the things I really liked about it is how Marian Johnson writes bad guys, but in her, she's only had, they're really alluring, and you do trust them. You trust them, and they're alluring, and you like them, but at the same time you hate them, and they are evil. And I love every scene with her bad guys in it. In this book and in one of her previous books, Double List. I will have one spoiler, I guess, a kind of spoiler. Do not trust the cover. Even with the plot being so different, with the mystery and paranormal and all that stuff, the voice is still the same, and the style is still the same, and it's still Marian Johnson, so it's great, and you should read it. So questions! I got this at the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, and at the Ollivanders. Wasn't chosen for the wand things they do have. But it's supposed to be oak, which is my Celtic tree thing, that mystical stuff. But I don't think it actually is oak, though. I climbed many oak trees in my youth, and I'm pretty sure it's like maybe plastic with oak inside of it or something. There's definitely a plasticness to it, and also paint on it. All the Ollivanders ones do get a little evilness to them, though. They're all the theater ones. This one has a snake with a skeleton in it. And all the non-character ones are like that. They're all snakes or skulls. Pretty evil. I feel like at the theater. And another question I remember, there's no character in the book, I guess, that I would really recognize, identify with. Hermione is the closest I can think of, but they're still very different. So I guess, and that is my lackluster answer to that. So I think those are all the questions I can remember, and I'll answer the questions from this week, next week. So have a good weekend, guys, and Dan, I will see you on Monday, and I'll see Lauren and Sarah and Katie before I see you, which is very strange. So everybody, have a good weekend. Don't care if you have a good week or not. That's not my domain. That's somebody else's domain. I don't care if you have a bad week. It's not my style. I only care about your weekends.